I'm here at TaxSaleAcademy.com. Thanks so much for joining me on today's live stream here on YouTube. If you haven't yet subscribed to my page, please consider subscribing to my page. You can also find us on Facebook, and we're also on the podcasting platforms. If you enjoy podcasts, simply search for Tax Sale Investing is Made Easy, and you will definitely find our podcast. Today, we're going to be discussing 5 different things that you should do before you begin. Maybe you're ready to pull the trigger, but you're just a little bit hesitant, and you want a little bit more of a push before you actually get started. I also get a lot of people who want to get started in the future, but they aren't ready. Maybe they don't have the time right now, or the funds, or the training, whatever it may be. So guys, here are 5 different things we're going to be discussing in this live stream that will actually help you get started, maybe before you actually invest your hard-earned money. Let me adjust my camera real quick so you can see me. A little better. Okay, perfect. So guys, anyhow, today we're going to talk about 5 things to help you get started. So these are the 5 things that you need to do before you begin. First off, my suggestion is the sooner you start, the better, okay? Now, I completely understand you've got outside factors that might be slowing you down. That's no big deal. But again, the sooner you can start, the better. Don't keep pushing off further and further and further. But obviously, you don't want to just jump in and throw your bunch of money at it and hope it works out, because that's not the way that you're going to see success in this video. So in today's video, I wanted to go ahead and provide a few examples of the things that you can help get started right now to help you get that momentum going. That way, when you finally do pull the trigger, you'll be ready to rock and roll, okay? So number 1, start learning about tax sale investing. Guys, this is the obvious one. This is something that I preach over and over again. Before you actually take part, before you actually invest your hard-earned money into any investment whatsoever, you have to understand what you're doing, okay? Maybe I'm beating a dead horse here, but hopefully you understand how important it is to learn about tax sale investing. There's so many different resources out there to learn from. Guys, a lot of people can even learn directly from the county. Some counties have amazing resources, frequently asked questions and that kind of stuff. And you can learn a lot just from reading the information from the county's website. Now, as far as we go, we have close to 400 videos here on YouTube that you can search through. There's lots of information there. We also have blog posts, state guides. We have lots of information on our website. There's lots and lots of resources that we provide to help you get started. So there's no excuse for not getting started when it comes to learning. Obviously, Tax Sale Playbook. You can also pick up this at TaxSaleAcademy.com. If you want more advanced training, join TaxSaleAcademy.com, join the actual academy, and you'll get lots of advanced training. Also, we have the web class at TaxSaleInvesting.com. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and skip right over that one because obviously, hopefully you understand the importance of learning when it comes to investing in tax defaulted real estate. That's my business, so hope you learned that one, okay? Number 2, review and research the list. Now guys, start locating tax sale lists right now. Even if you don't have a dime to invest, even if you don't know exactly what you're doing, start reading these lists, okay? They're really easy to find. On YouTube here, you can search our channel for like locating tax sale lists or something like that. We give you very, very specific directions on how to locate these lists. They're super easy to find in just about every county. So locate these lists. Once you get this list, take it and study it. Really take and hone in, what does this mean? What does that mean? Figure out, where's the parcel number? What's the important stuff on this list? Figure out how to read that list. And then, once you know how to read that list, actually begin to research the properties. And again, doesn't matter if you have zero intention whatsoever on buying anything on that list. Go ahead and start researching those properties. You need to really understand what's going on. What does that list mean? And how do you translate that to an actual piece of property? So practice your research. Researching properties is kind of a skill. It takes both time and training to fully grasp. But again, you should look at those properties, see what's wrong with them, see what's right with them, determine how much they're worth, determine your maximum bid amounts for those properties if you would to be purchasing those properties. The better you become at reading and researching tax sale lists, the better of a tax sale investor you'll become. So again, review and research those tax sale lists. Number 3, attend auctions. Even if you don't have any intentions whatsoever to buy a single property or to bid on a single property, you should start attending auctions as soon as possible. Sit in the back row if you're at an in-person auction, or just log onto your computer if it's an online auction, and just kind of take it all in. Really familiarize yourself with the process that is used to auction off these properties. Listen to the rules. Listen to other bidders and how everybody interacts. See how the registration process works. See how the bidding process works. See how the checkout process works. Just take it all in. Become familiar with the tax sale auction process. The idea here is that when it's your time to start, you'll know exactly what you're doing. Auctions in general can intimidate a lot of people. I guess it's just because you're walking into a large room and there's a lot of people that might be looking at you when you bid, paying attention to, whatever. But a lot of beginners get very intimidating. But what you can do to kind of eliminate this intimidation factor is attend these auctions in advance. Okay, guys? So attend auctions. Number 4, review previous results. Take a look at the previous results if you're able to download them for the previous auctions in your area. Maybe there's a auction a month or an auction every year, whatever it is. Take a look at those results and determine what's going on. If they don't offer the results to you, what you should have done in the previous step at attending auctions is write down those results. And then what you can do is really take and analyze them. Are there any properties that sold extremely cheap? Or maybe they didn't even sell at all. Why didn't those properties sell? Or why did they sell so cheap? Figure out what's wrong with those properties. Kind of study it and figure out, hey, why didn't nobody bid on this property? A lot of times it'll be because that piece of property is a junk piece of property. And you should be able to catch that when you do your research. If you didn't catch it, keep diving in and keep kind of figuring out. The more you do this, the more you're involved in this process, the better of an investor you will become. Now, another thing you should look at when you look at those results, maybe there's properties that sold for a lot of money. Maybe you have properties that sold for $500,000, $600,000. Figure out why those properties are so valuable. Again, research those properties even after they've already sold. Look at the different bid amounts. Figure out why they're bidding this, why they're bidding that, and kind of familiarize yourself with the process. And what this also does is it kind of can really confirm your research and how accurate your research is. If you have a piece of property and you're thinking, well, I'll bid $80,000 on it and it sells for $1,000, guys, something's off there, right? So you kind of need to take that into consideration too. Maybe there's just too much competition in general. Maybe everything sells for too much money. So maybe that should tell you, you can kind of hone in on a different area, look at a different tax sale list, and maybe figure out this is the area you want to invest in because it sells too much. So I'll go to this area and I'll look at their results and that kind of thing, guys. And then number 5, learn your market. Learn everything you can about the market that you're going to be investing in. So once you've honed in on the area which you want to invest in, you have to learn your market. It's time to really fully understand the marketplace, what's going on. Where's the new construction at? Where's the good area of town, the bad area, the best school zones, where are the jobs? You really need to understand all this stuff. You need to also eventually take the time to actually drive in the different areas. Pull out your phone, download an app that has like the active MLS listings and the sold MLS listings, and look at your app as you drive through. As much as I sometimes hate and disagree with Zillow because of their value estimates that a lot of people rely on, that kind of stuff, they do actually have a very convenient app for this particular process right here. Download their app, put the location services on, drive around, and figure out what's selling where and how much different areas you're going for. Guys, the idea behind this is eventually you'll be able to look at the tax sale auction list, and just by looking at the legal description, you'll be able to say this is a good area and this is about what this property is worth, or this is what this property is worth. You'll be able to kind of figure out what's going to sell fast, what's not going to sell, that kind of stuff. So just educate yourself on your market areas. So guys, there are 5 things you can do to get started investing. Now there's lots and lots of other things you can do as well, but these are good, good 5 things that you can really get to kind of get the momentum going. So when you finally do pull the trigger, you'll be ready to go. Again, it's learn about tax sale investing, review and research your list, attend auctions, review results, and learn the market. The truth is, the more experience and the more training you have, the better of an investor you will be. And also, the more you continue learning, even after you invest, even after you've reached, the success that you've desired, the more you continue learning after that, the better progression your career is going to be. The more successful, the more faster your business is going to grow. So you should always be learning. And the truth is, a good investor is always learning. And the best suggestion I have for you right now, if you're not yet started, is to get involved. Get started like right now, like today, like close this video. As soon as I close it out, start taking action on the 5 things we discussed. These don't take any money whatsoever. Just take some time to educate yourself. Anybody, when they do anything that has the chance to provide lots of success, like tax sale investing, you have to understand what you're doing. You have to invest in yourself before you do that. So guys, again, go ahead and take action on these 5 things right now, today, and allow yourself to be educated. Educate yourself on tax sale investing. Then of course, there's no better time to start tax sale investing than the present. And as always, if you're looking for that more advanced training, we offer that for you as well, guys. My suggestion is to educate yourself first and then start going to more advanced stuff. Again, Tax Sale Playbook is over on taxsaleacademy.com. Our web class is at taxsaleinvesting.com. And then, of course, you can always join the academy at taxsaleacademy.com. Just click on the Join tab. Enjoy this video. Have a great afternoon, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.